Hello, my little mobsters. This is Mobius Rex for the Mobius Archives, and we are playing the Refugee to Regent challenge using Minecraft 1.10.2 plus a whole bunch of mods. Alright, so you may recognize this area from the last time we were around. Basically, I ran away from home, looking to explore the world, and found this area. Well, I continued exploring off camera, so we are going to go back in here and head up north a little bit further. Got all the underwater worlds that we can drink. I think one of them we get screamy death people. But here's key. Here, I've actually gone out a bit. Let this load in. So, someone asked me last episode what the rules were that I'm following. I'm basically following a mishmash of the classic rules, the new rules, and my own rules, especially for the supports, where I don't think it's mentioned anywhere, but I'm using the stone supports, polished stone and stone brick. I'm allowing those to support up to 16 blocks in any direction. That's not mentioned anywhere in any rules that I know of, other than my own. And it's just to make this a little bit more convenient for me as I'm doing some YouTube stuff. It does take a while to make these episodes. Oh, crap. Hello? Okay, this is not something I saw before. This actually might be useful. So what is this? A wooden... These guys aren't attacking me. I'm happy with this. A wooden base with a fire and a cauldron. And who are you? Red mechanic. So, redstone, okay. And we've got another villager here. Is this a prison? There's gold. Jam guy, he gives jam. Nice. There's a cauldron. Huh. Wonder what this place is. Potion 1, a little bit of food. Actually, let's eat some cooked pork chops. And I have to, unfortunately... I'm just going to drop the particles down, because it actually gives us a frame rate drop for whatever reason, just by changing that particle set. So not a prison, it's just where they're storing all their good loot, iron ore, gold ore. I wonder what mod added this building in. Pretty cool. Right, world loading lag spike or something? Not sure. No entrance. Not safe because of that, but no entrance. And there's a... I think that's a roguelike dungeon. It looks like a roguelike dungeon to me. But you're seeing everything else that kind of inspired me for the entire area. This is in... Is there an entrance to this from the outside? This is in Cherry Forest. Yeah, there's an entrance here, so we have to be very careful about what gets in, who gets into these guys, if we want to actually preserve their lives. Yeah, and it's very dark in here. Their lights don't cover up nearly enough. So let's give them a couple of our lanterns, and hopefully not light the place on fire. So if we chose to, we could actually use this place as a start of an outlier. That's actually why I'm here. I wanted to get an outlier started, just for fun, so that we could get a little bit more technology going along and get a tool that uses a diamond or something, something that we're not ready for. Especially with me restricting, even further restricting from the technology that we're allowed. I'm not permitting us alloys until the next stage of the Iron Village, which I really need to get stuff built with. Yeah, so I'm just digging back and cutting back everything around this, just so that no zombies or whatnot can get in and kill these guys. I want to keep them around, if at all possible. Especially since this isn't really a normal village, so there might be something we can learn here. Alright, so let's leave these guys to it. And just see. So we have this cherry forest out here. Whoops. I'm stuck in the trees now. Which actually makes the area look Really nice. There's apparently a little bit of mountains up and around that way. Daffodils. The cherry forest actually allows us to get some nice, really nice redwood. Yeah. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, the cliffs. Look at that. Let's do a little bit more exploration. Just to see what's around the area before we get down to building. So the best way I find to explore around is typically get stuck in trees. No, get as high as possible. And use a glider. And you can just glide around at your leisure. Oh, looks like we have a village on the other side of the cherry forest biome. It's not a normal village. It's not your vanilla village. Hopefully they don't mind us coming up here. This is actually not bad. I guess it just spawned in. Some stuff died. Bears and stuff in the village. Not much protection, but the villagers are still alive. And speaking of redwood, redwood. There's a redwood biome over that way. It looks like a little bit of desert that way. This is a nice area. And I think we can use this entire area. We'll have to make sure all these villagers are safe. Or as many as we can. That looks like a roguelike dungeon. These villagers just spawned on a roguelike dungeon spot, or the roguelike dungeon spawned on the villagers. So when there's villagers around, I typically prefer to barricade them indoors until we can deal with making sure that their town is secure. So I don't know with a place this big whether we can do that. But we'll see. We might lose some villagers. Ow. And bees might hurt us. But I think we have a good chance of saving at least a few of them when night comes around. This place is different. Coal furnace. Switches that don't work. Chest. We're stuffing it. I have a crafting table already. Protection. Huh. I don't know what that's about. Capture creatures. Cool. And an iron pickaxe. And that is a big-ass tower. Tables. Furnaces. But I think this is actually going to be a good place to start our outlier. Nope. There we go. Sleep the night away. And there's even a chest up there. Bows, arrows. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. So they actually made it so that anybody up here can't fall off by putting a half block, a slab, under a full slab. So instead of being too high, this actually only 1.5. That's actually a good idea. It gives them full range to shoot. We might actually incorporate something of this design in our own builds. It does prevent me from falling. Why isn't that on? I feel like that redstone lamp should be on. We'll have to remember to sleep at night. Clear this place out. I really feel like the entrance to this place is this area here. So if I am going to make an outlier, I'm going to make it adjacent to here. Then we could try to surround this place with walls. I think what I want to do is use a lot of the cherry wood to make a palisade around both us and the villager village. Do I want to make it in this area? Maybe not strictly in the cherry stuff unless there's some reason to do so. I don't know if this is another dungeon or just a spidery mess. Obviously, there's a couple spawners. What type of spiders are you, however? If you wouldn't mind spawning, please. If they're just regular spiders, I don't mind them. If it's cave spiders, they're kind of annoying. Those look like just regular spiders. Yeah. Regular spiders, you're fine. Leave you alone. You can breed there all you want. Produce string for me. Oh, hello. I think I found our reason to build. Crater. Nice. So we could actually call this Cherry Crater Mines, Cherry Crater Outlier, Cherry Crater Outlier. It's a very far outlier. We can't connect this place to home by road because there's just too much ocean in the way. We can connect it by boat or something. This is one of the applied energistics Skystone. Yo, give me your eggs. Cobra snake egg. Skystone craters. So in the middle of this, somewhere. In the middle of this is a chest made out of skystone that has some stuff that we can use later, but we're not actually able to dig this out easily right now. So that'll take time. I think we need a upgraded pick, at least diamond level. And this iron pick is not it. But this is a nice aesthetic piece that we can take advantage of and build our outlier next to this as a little key feature. And this water is actually deep enough that we can use it as a harbor. I think the building that we saw before is actually up over there, past that ridge. I recall seeing that ridge from over there. And I recall seeing that roguelike dungeon from there as well. So I think this is a good place to start. Oh, and we have a little pond-like feature as well. So we have a lot of good, interesting stuff. We have some pears growing. So I think this is a good place to start. So we have the village. We have redwoods over there that we could take advantage of. Obviously, we're building inside of a cherry forest. It looks like we have a ravine for materials as well. So why don't we get started? And what I'm going to do is figs. Figs are tasty. So from here, I think we can have like a little bit of a watchtower up on this hill just to start with. And I think this cherrywood tree is going to be the first one we chop down. First tree. There we go. Well, we'll try to be a little bit efficient with our materials here today. We're just trying to keep mobs out, non-flying mobs out. You know, me and flying mobs, we don't have a very good relationship. I try to stay out of their way, they try to kill me. We got at least one type of cherry. I think there's white cherry in these lighter trees as well. But let's get this started, and I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. And I just saw this. This, I think, is added by one of the mods. I don't know which mod. Let's find out. There's a chest in a tree. I'm assuming there's going to be more chests in trees like this. So what is this? Oh, inventory pets. Okay. I haven't actually used any inventory pets. So it's a chest pet. Right click, it becomes chests. Yay. Its favorite food is wooden planks. I have no idea what that's about. I guess it wants to eat wooden planks. So what if I just go? Is it going to eat that? I don't know. I don't know. But it looks like it gives me a little bit of extra inventory space. So we can put stuff like everything that we've found in here so far. Maybe even a little bit more cherry wood. We have a lot of that. I don't think I have to keep it in there, per se. I was just going around and looking on the other side of this village here. There's a couple structures, but they're mostly empty. That thing in the back there is kind of weird. We'll get to it another day. But this, yeah, this was an exciting find. Put all this stuff in our little chest pet here. Oak leaves. Where'd that emerald come from? I didn't trade with any villagers. It must have come from that chest. I'm actually out here trying to find cherries. Because I kind of want to get this whole cherry forest thing with a lot of cherries. And in one of these trees, yeah, it has these cherries, but they're not fully grown yet. We'll come back to that. Get a Pam's Harvest Craft cherry tree up and running, and get that into our village, or our outlier. All right, getting back to our place. So we're just on the other side of the village here. Just right here. I've pretty much cleared out the forest in the middle here. Cap this little area here. That just goes down into like caves and stuff like that. I'm gonna put something on top of that. But it's nice. It's a nice big area. I left that tree up there just so that we could get a viewpoint. So that is the area of the outlier that I've stated. I'll probably end up expanding it that way a little bit. We're just kind of blocked in by some of the hills and stuff like that. But we'll probably end up I'll expand the wall all the way along the water. There's a little bit of a river over there. So the river is something of a natural defense. Comes up to here, goes around that little spit here. I think we could probably just maybe make a bridge here or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. I do like this area. Quite a lot, actually. But I won't be moving my base here, at least not yet. Probably not ever. But it'll give us a nice build to do. So this outlier, I don't know what its specialization will be yet. It's not going to be agriculture. Well, actually, it might be agriculture if you consider bees agriculture. Kind of want to get further with the bees. And so that will be a nice thing. But we want to set up something of a guard base, I think, as one of the first things that we have here. We have a lot of village. Oh, crap. Stuff's going on down there. We have a lot of villagers nearby. We could trade with them in theory. There's also a lot of trees we could pluck for fruits. We'll need to set up a boat or something like that. We'll see. But let's just get started here. Obviously, I'm going to have to want to take care of all the mobs that are making angry noises right now. That are kind of annoying. Really, there's some type of undead horse underneath us. Alright. We are at a nice good start place where we can start building out. I think this will end up being the guardhouse. And we'll go with like something this big. Nice wide open place. This will be 2-story high. I'm actually thinking that a lot of these buildings are going to be 3 stories high, just with the restrictions on building space that I've added in here. So obviously this is just a starter of our village here. I'm going to go ahead and get this place built out a little bit, and then get back to you as the construction gets started. Okay, we are back. So I've just dug out the basement here. Need to take this bit out. There we go. And just fill it in for some clean fill. And put that in there. So this is the hole that I covered up before. You can see, actually, it looks like it goes down to environmental tech. I think it's environmental tech. It goes down to underground biome type hollow area down there. But here is actually where all this noise is coming from. We've got... This is probably going to be the end of me. This horse. Horse mob. Whew, not the end of me. Making all this noise down here. Let's just add a couple more of these lanterns. No, I'm running out of stuff to place. Put stuff. So remember, underground you don't have to reinforce stuff if you're not doing any digging. And this extra reinforcement here should give us 16 blocks away for support. And just lighting this place up. Making it easy. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. If these guys, since these are guards, right? Nice little back alley thing. If we had some type of brewing system, do we have some type of brewing system? We have beer. We have kegs. We have root beer. We have barrels. We can make this look like some type of cellar type place. So maybe we'll keep this more or less as is. We'll add some stairs. Coming down here. So the stairs would start here. Down, down, down. Just has to be roughed out. And I want these. So I am going to add in extra support here. Before we get too far away. Yeah, that's only 10 away. So, take that out. And just put these supports in here. That'll hold up the ceiling for pretty much the entire place. And this is just a rough out that I'm doing here. I like the idea of the guards having some type of illicit brewing operation here. Bump, 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 bump. All right. Well, looks like it's nighttime. Well, we pretty much have the basement of this building built. I do have to replace the floor. But in general, this building, this structure is built as is. So what I decided is to keep this door to their illicit brewing room. But this, I think, is going to go into an underground service corridor. Something like a cistern or sewers or something like that, or prohibition area type stuff. So this is all going to be central service because I'm planning on having at least how wide can we make this? We have 13 blocks to play with. That might not be enough, but if we just have a strip going down this way, just of the city, that might be fine. If we made the city streets 5 wide, so just like that, that leaves this extra room to here, here. That's only a 6 meter wide. That would be very small, skinny house on this side. We could bump this out a few more blocks on this one, on this side. So that might actually be something that works out. And then we can have like the central sewer system that flushes everything down into this hole. Working out. That might not be bad. That might not be bad. All right. Basement. We want to have some type of structure in here to hold up the roof. I'm not sure stone is the right thing. But we do want maybe wood floors in here. Probably wood floors. That are going to be a block tall. I'm thinking that maybe what we do is from this point, this is structurally sound, right? Actually, go back in 2. And then we can have a cross beam. Just a log. Now, wood in something that's going to get moist like stone. Crap, there's another one of those things down there. Okay, let me just seal this off. Apparently I need more torches. I'll take care of it later. If it doesn't despawn. It also gives me something to walk on. Wood on cement or wood on stone typically rots away after a while, but that's not too much of a concern right now. We just want to get these cross beams working, and I think we only need 1 in this floor. How wide is this? You know what? We can put 1 here. And then we'll put 1 more in here. And that'll give us the supports to hold up the stairs, or to hold up the stairs, to hold up the floor. That we will need. Alright, here we do have a lighting problem. Why is this side lit up? Oh, it must be from the torch in here. Lantern in there. So, let's just get lanterns here, right here, here, and here. And that should light up the place nicely. I'll currently put 1 right out here, just to keep this place lit. But that'll eventually have a door. Alright. Nice. Very nice. I'm starting to like that. Okay. So, time to put up the walls. And to see what this building actually looks like.